Hey everyone, this is Anna here, and in this video I wanted to show you how I make these little Christmas trees, luminaries. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I have a little fairy lights inside this. Let me show you. You may not be able to see because of the light. And these are the cool light, the color, the cool white. I got that instead of the more of the yellowish lights, but you can see it better if the light wasn't so bright in here. But anyways, I've been making a lot of these. These are, I don't know, this one is a little small and it's gonna be with a cardinal, so I'm gonna paint the bird red and the tree is just gonna be white. This is porcelain. And oh, hi Alan, nice to see you too. Anyways, I have a bigger one in here, and all I did with this one, I already trimmed and I wet the bottom so that it sticks to the wheel head. So before I start making the lines, I want to make sure that it won't move on me. So if it does, it would be like kind of like a blooper video. Oh, hi, Pat. I'm just going to trim this little Christmas tree that's going to be a luminary. And the way I want to do it is, which I did another one earlier, would be kind of like this one here. If you can see. It has kind of like a wavy pattern. So I'm making different ones with different patterns. And I found it just a little tricky to get the actual rhythm of the wheel. So, so here you go. It has to be slow to start with. So I'm going to start from here. Hope you guys can see. Can you see what I'm doing, or should I put it a little closer? I might need to move the camera a little closer so you guys can see what I'm doing. Let's see. Hold on, let me adjust here I want you to be able to see the pattern that I'm doing here. And then what I'm going to do is then poke the holes. Hi, Barbara. Hi, Rochelle. So I was thinking about, Ellen, I was thinking about you with that wheel that you had a video that your wheel wouldn't stop. So that would be a tricky one to do with that wheel because you couldn't stop. I hope you're enjoying your new wheel. And it doesn't have to be perfect. The way I'm gonna glaze it is white, almost to look like melted snow. And then I wanna put something to contrast here on top. So you have to have, when you hold, like any kind of trimming tool will do. Oh, you're loving your new wheel, I bet. So you just hold it firm and then you kind of go up and down like this. So it maybe you need to practice a little bit before you try it, but I tried a little bit and I love doing these zigzags. And then the last one. And one, if you're gonna make a Christmas tree, one thing that I advise is to trim to be more on the not too thin, but on the thinner side, because I had one tree that I did, and I tried to do this right after I threw while it was still on the bat, and so I regretted have done that because I went and I trimmed to do the zigzags like this, but it was a little bit too thick. So I like my pieces to be lightweight. So weight is a big thing for me. I don't like anything that is heavy. So I always try to trim my pieces. I think it's just from working with porcelain. Um, so yeah, I didn't like the other ones that I've done because when I did this before I actually knew how thick they were. I mean, they were extreme and they were little, so it's not going to be too heavy. But my suggestion is to have it, trim first and then do this. And then you can, make the holes. When I push the paddle down, it stops immediately. Oh, yeah, your wheel. I don't know how you could do it before that it didn't stop. It must have been so hard to throw. Oh, wow, the sun is shining here now. So this is the tool I use for making holes. And you can use, there are so many different tools nowadays to make holes. I have another one that, let me see if I find it. It's one of those that you can poke the hole that will be different sizes. This one here. I don't know if you're familiar with this tool. This one is pretty nice because you can, depending how far you push on the clay, you can make a different hole sizes. So, oh, good morning, Misty. So if you wanted to make, you could make just different size holes throughout, and that would be nice too, using something like this. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this. I can't remember where I bought this from. It might be from Bill Van Gilder. I think it's one of his tools, this hole cutter here. But I wanted mine to be more like all the same size, so I would just, you see how this one is pretty easy too. And I'll suggest at this point here, it's not quite leather hard yet, but the clay is not sticky anymore. If you try to poke your holes when the clay is sticky, that can be a little problematic because, the clay tends to stick here. So we'll see. I think right now it's good. I don't want it to be, sticking. Just creates more problems. And another thing that I think I'm gonna do, yeah, see now it's stuck. So it's a little bit on the wet side, more on the wet side than I wanted. Inside probably is more wet. Another thing that I want to do here, you can put little dots of clay and make it colorful in kind of like random in between the holes. That would be cute too. I think I might do cuerda seca with the little, you kind of make a bubble and then you use stroke and coat to make the colorful, kind of like the bulbs of the tree, I guess, the colorful light bulbs. Let's see if this one sticks. No. Trying to make it so it's random. Yeah. Might have to wait a little bit more to dry, but you guys get the idea. I will post a video on how afterwards. So here's my plan to with these larger ones. I made it the wide base because what I want to do is cut an arch like this, and have a little nativity set inside, which I'm gonna sculpt. You guys can see me. So let me see here. I haven't been keeping up with the chat. Yeah, so what I was saying is this one, if you guys want, I can make a video, a separate video on how I'm going to do this. So I'm going to make an arch. This is what I was thinking the other days, and I made a sketch, and I'm going to do it just to see. Sometimes an idea doesn't work, and sometimes it does. So I will put a little round plate inside, because right now it's, let me show you. Try to, yeah, there. So you see, it's just, it's kind of thin. So yeah, it's gonna have a plate, and on the plate will be the nativity. And so when you look at the tree, in one side, it's gonna have the little fairy lights inside, and the nativity on the bottom on the plate. So I think it's gonna be really cute. Sorry, I'm haven't been looking at the chat here. Bye, Ellen. Oh, it's dinner time there. Wow. Oh, hi, Jaspreet. Where are you guys watching from? As you guys might know, I'm in Georgia, USA. So, Ellen, I think, are you in the Netherlands? Must be like a big difference in time. California. Hi, Carice. So I try to do these videos now whenever I'm making something, so I won't have like a finished piece, to show. It's things that I've been working. So I thought, oh, hi from Turkey, Ali. So I will try to be making some videos. If I'm working on something, I'm just gonna show what I'm doing. So I may not have like a finished piece, but then I will have a video later on with how I did it, and I'll show the finished piece. But I figured since I'm working on something, I just might as well show it. So If you guys like to see this type of live videos, I will be making more. So anyways, hi everyone, and thanks for watching. I will be posting more progress on this because I will be sculpting the little nativity set that's gonna go inside. It will be almost like a little house inside the Christmas tree. So thanks for watching everyone. Bye.